If I can't find them here, then I'll go back to Murphy's. Well, the traps make me certainly think that there's someone down here. Oh, god damn it, run! Careful. They were not kidding with these traps. Hello?
Whoa, slow down there. This area's off limits to everyone but the family. Where the hell do you think you're going?
No need to throw a grenade. Hang on a second. I have a letter for Ian West from his sister.
Oh, the new kid? Yeah, Vance said we should be expecting someone soon. You can head on in, but I would speak to Vance first if I was you. You can find him on the mezzanine overlooking the common area.
Oh, okay. What is this place?
This lovely hole in the ground is Moresti, the headquarters of the family.
Oh, so I found you. Yes. Why don't you tell me about the family?
We are a badass gang, and we don't take shit from nobody. We also don't like nosy assholes who creep around asking too many stupid questions.
Great, I learned nothing. Bye.
Just remember, I got my eyes on you. We all do.
Yeah. I'm not here to cause trouble. Thanks.
Hello?
Okay, so they must be in here. Oh, that must be the place overlooking here. Alright.
Hello.
Hey there, how's it going?
Oh, just dandy. I think the new guy is so darn cute. Never had someone so young before in this place.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, I really enjoyed last night, by the way. Thanks for the company.
Bye-bye.
Oh. So I guess this is where the family lives. Hello?
I've never seen you around here before.
Yeah, I guess I'll go talk to the leader first. He said he was up here. Oh, hi. Are one of you two the leader?
Welcome to our home. My people call me Vance. I lead this group of weary travelers and outcasts who need a home. And to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Oh, well, this place is very different from any of the other settlements I've seen.
What you see before you is the last bastion of hope for the downtrodden and misunderstood. It is a sanctuary for the oppressed and a beacon of faith for the tyrannized. We are the remnants of society, cast aside like the clean-picked bones of a hunter's feast. I led my flock beneath the sun-baked sands of the wasteland to keep them safe and teach them my ways. Men of science would call us cannibals, eaters of human flesh. Society labels us as monsters, demons, and the unclean.
Your ways? So you're reforming these people?
Ah, your words illustrate why the hardships persist for my people. Reforming implies something is wrong with them and needs to be eliminated. I think of my teachings as more of an improvement, a way to transcend our cannibalistic nature.
Oh, so you're cannibals in that you eat human flesh, but your ways are somehow better? What, do you not murder people? Let's say I accept that you're no longer cannibals. What do I call you?
Your open-mindedness is very rare for a human. I find that fascinating. Allow me to bolster your insight with a lesson in objectivity. I say we are no longer cannibal, only consuming the blood of our prey. What would that make us in your eyes?
I have no idea. My concern is how you acquire the blood.
Then that is a mystery you will have to solve on your own. In ceremony, each member of the family must speak one of the laws. It is theirs to remember and to enforce. Perhaps from these laws you can discover what we are. Return to me when you are ready.
Okay. I guess I'll learn about your people. Hi.
I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Holly, Vance's wife.
Okay. Please help me understand your laws.
Each of us is required to speak one of the laws when we hold our ceremonies. I say the first law. Feast not on the flesh, consume only the blood. This is our strength.
Right, yeah, I got that from him. You only drink blood as opposed to eating the flesh. What is this place?
This is Maresti, the home of the family. It's the only safe place for these poor people.
Tell me about the family.
My husband started this group not long ago. He was trying to save them from a life of hardship and ridicule. They come from all over the wasteland now to find us and become part of the family.
Okay, I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
I'm afraid Vance has him in isolation, and there's no way I'm going to override Vance's orders. He's a good kid. I think Vance will set him along the correct path soon, like he did for all of us.
Okay, but I'm just here to help. All I want to do is be someone he can talk to.
Well, I guess so. You seem like a pretty nice guy. Vance will have my butt in a sling if he finds out. But let me give you the password to his room.
Sounds kinky. Thank you, though. Anything else you could tell me about him?
Like I said, he's in isolation. It's his time to meditate and reflect.
Wait, so is he cannibal too? Bye.
It was good talking to you.
You too. I guess I'll go talk to the others. One thing's for sure, these people certainly know how to dress. Hello.
You may think yourself welcome in the family, but I am not so hospitable. If you want to truly belong, you must prove yourself worthy.
And what would that mean?
You may have noticed the traps and dead mirelurks while entering our territory. These creatures are a blight on our home and must be eradicated.
Oh, so is that why you have so many traps? There's a mirelurk infestation. Alright, yeah, I could help you out with that.
Good. You must slay at least 5 of these creatures with this weapon. Carry it with pride and bring it back covered in blood.
You wish to speak with me?
Okay. Later. Hi.
I don't think I've met you yet. The name's Alan. What did you want?
Oh, I wanted to ask about your laws.
Oh, wait. Vance told me I was supposed to say something special when asked that, from his teachings. Oh, right. The third law is feed not for pleasure, partake only to nourish. This is our dignity. Whew, almost forgot it again.
All right. I think that's a good philosophy when it comes to meat, to only eat when necessary. What is this place?
Right now I call this place home. The only home that's ever let me stay with my problems.
Okay, why don't you tell me more about the family?
Well, anyone that Vance takes in because of their special problems can be part of the family.
Alright, I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
I don't have any authority here. I'm pretty new myself. Justin's been trying to talk to Ian, make him feel better. Maybe you should speak to him.
Okay, bye.
Guess I'll see you around.
Third law, huh? Hello.
Well, I'm surprised you don't know me. I'm Brianna. I take care of the men around here. Well, unmarried ones, anyway.
Sounds like a fun job. Could you help me understand your laws?
When we all gather in the common area, Vance gives his speeches, and then we each have, like, a law to say. Mine is, bear not the child, welcome only the exile. This is our fate. Kinda cool, huh?
Oh, I get it. You're not trying to bring children into this world. You only accept, like, exiles or immigrants. What is this place, anyway?
It's the last place I ever expected to end up. I mean, look at this place. It's so dark and dingy. What this place needs is a lady's touch. But don't tell Vance I said that.
I won't. Why didn't you tell me about the family?
How about just the coolest gang this side of the U.S.? As long as we listen to Vance's rules and listen to his stuff, he lets us do pretty much whatever we want.
Okay, well, I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
Vance has him in meditation right now. No one's supposed to be in there. Poor kid. He looks like he could use another friend.
I could be his friend.
Well, that is sweet, but Vance would kick my rather gorgeous ass right out of here if I told you how to find Ian. Sorry.
All right. Anything else you could tell me about him?
Nope. Like I told you, Vance has him in meditation right now. No one's supposed to be in there.
All right, bye.
Bye, sweetie.
She seems nice, and she certainly does have a gorgeous ass.
Please don't take Ian away from us.
I won't.
I thought I knew everyone in the family, but I don't recognize you. You must be one of Vance's new initiates. My name's Justin. I'm pretty new here myself.
Oh, okay. Do you have a law for me?
Well, Vance makes each of us remember a rule. And when we all gather in the common area, we have to say it out loud. Kinda weird. So, my law is the fourth one. Seek not the sun's light. Embrace only the shadows. This is our refuge.
So you're also nocturnal. I'm guessing that's just for preservation purposes. So what is this place?
Well, Vance told me that this place was called Meresti. It was named after some town way across the ocean in a place called Romania.
Okay, why didn't you tell me about the family?
It's a great way to get back at those assholes out there who think we're losers. If it wasn't for Vance, I'd still be getting the crap beat out of me by those guards in Rivet City.
What were you getting beat up for? Cannibalism? I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
Ian? What do you want from him?
He needs to talk to someone from the outside to get some perspective.
I'd never thought of it that way. I suppose he should get a chance to talk to someone like you. Here's the password to his isolation area. Just please don't mention my name to Vance about this.
Of course not. Thank you. Anything else you could tell me?
No, just that Vance said he isn't to be disturbed while he's in meditation.
All right, but his family's dead. He should know.
Yes, I know. He told me. Surprised? Well, Ian was there when it happened and did nothing to stop it. If you ask yourself why, the answer is obvious. He belongs with us here. He's one of us. Don't deny him his rightful home.
Huh. Okay. Bye.
I understand. Goodbye.
So is Ian actually a cannibal?
You new here too?
Hi.
Hey man, you got a sec? Can you help me out?
What's the problem?
I'm really craving some human flesh. Like, bad. But Vance doesn't trust me to go out on my own. Could you, bring me some? Body parts? Flesh?
What? No, Vance forbids human flesh, and I kind of agree with him.
Whoa, no need to be harsh, man.
Hello.
Well, well. I haven't had a customer in a while. Last one I had was a bit chewy. Know what I mean?
Ha ha, very funny. What's your law?
When Vance stands on that balcony and starts mouthing off like some kind of preacher, it makes me want to puke. But if I want to keep this place stocked, I gotta have his permission. So I learned his 5th law. Kill not our kindred. Slay only the enemy. This is our justice. Pretty silly if you ask me.
Yeah, it sounds pretty obvious. It just matters who is considered the enemy. So, what is this place?
This place is my place of business. If you want to buy something, then buy. If you want to flap your lips, take a hike.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell me about the family?
We're the last people you want to mess with. That's for damn sure.
Okay. I'm looking for Ian West. Have you seen him?
Do I look like a fucking babysitter? I don't know where he is. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you anyway.
Hey, hot stuff, why don't you tell me how I can see him?
Now that's more like it. I finally won't have to pay for it anymore. Ah, hell, here's the password to the Pipsqueak's room. Come back and see me after you talk to him.
Hold that thought. Is there anything else you could tell me about Ian?
Ian. Is that all you've got to say? Sheesh.
Goodbye.
Say it ain't so.
Oh, right, about meeting up with you later. Psych!
Use of this system is only by permission of Vance. The 5 laws of the family. The first law. The first law, feast not on the flesh, consume only the blood. This is our strength. We do not eat the flesh of those we kill for food. We will only drink of their blood and leave the body intact. The consumption of flesh is filthy and unclean. This action is what causes the humans to treat us like animals. We are not animals. We are the family. The second law. The second law, bear not the child, welcome only the exile. This is our fate. Because we carry the stain of our past in our bodies, we can never let it pass to our offspring, who would in turn carry out those foul actions, beginning the cycle anew. The family must seek the wasteland for others of its kind in order to maintain itself. That is our fate. The third law, feed not for pleasure, partake only to nourish. This is our dignity. We only kill the humans when we are hungry or when we must defend ourselves. We never hunt for sport or pleasure. We do not prey on children, for they are not yet tainted by society's view of us. The family will not tolerate murder. The fourth law. The fourth law. Seek not the sun's light, embrace only the shadows. This is our refuge. Because we are creatures of the night, we must not set foot in daylight. We move silently across the ground, only under the watchful eye of the moon above. At the rising of the sun, we must seek the embrace of the shadows, and never again gaze at its brilliance. The family seeks the dark as its refuge. The fifth law. The fifth law. Kill not our kindred, slay only the enemy. This is our justice. Above all, no member of the family will ever take the life of another member without the consent of the current leader. Anyone disobeying this action, the most heinous of all our crimes, will be exiled from this place forever. We must not let our own inner demons cause us to fight amongst ourselves. We number only in the few, and we cannot risk extinction. Feeding grounds. These are perilous times for the family. We must feed, but the wasteland is a dangerous place. The only way to feed without massive loss of life is by getting close to the smaller human settlements. We will therefore use cunning and stealth to achieve our goals. No one is to forcibly enter any of their homes. We must keep our actions civilized. It's the only thing keeping us from being the animals they claim us to be. Regarding the Arafu incident. I do not want an incident like this happening ever again. I was very clear that we are not to represent ourselves in a hostile way. The killing of the town's Brahmin was an act that was both unnecessary and potentially damaging to my work. I am dealing with a very delicate situation in this town, and I will not have it undermined by actions of revenge on humankind. Our time will come, I promise you. Vance.
That law about the children suggests that they believe there is a genealogical component to their cannibalism. But there's really no basis for that assumption. I mean, cannibalism has just been a thing that has happened for all of human history. And even if they're right about that, that's kinda eugenicsy, although I guess it would be their choice. I'm still really confused about how they source their blood. It seems like they really don't have a concrete idea yet. Do they really need blood from people? Can't they just get it from animals? And if they do get it from people, how? They imply that they hunt them for sustenance, but then they say they don't do murder? I'm guessing they might not consider that type of hunting to be murder. Or maybe there's enough raiders in the wasteland to sustain themselves on self-defense alone? I don't know. You know, when it comes to the ethics of cannibalism, it's really how you get the meat. You know, the murder. Not really just eating flesh. And, I mean, if you're in a survival situation, I don't think anyone would have a problem with that. And I unfortunately have some experience with that.
I am Oaga-san, son of Oaga, chief of the California tribe. We found you in the wastes, gnawing at the bones of your enemy.
So honestly, I just don't have enough information here to make a judgment. I guess I'll just go talk to Vance. Hey, Vance.
You wish to speak to me again?
Could you tell me what this place is?
You are standing inside Maresti, the home of the family. This is our sanctuary from the outside world. It is a refuge for those society labels as outcasts.
Okay, why don't you tell me about the family?
The family has become our moniker because that is exactly what we are. Related by blood. Even if all of us look different on the outside, we all have had the same vice infesting our insides. But now, through my teachings, these subjugated people have come together and formed a bond stronger than mere friendship.
Okay, I guess found family can be a good thing, though it sounds a bit culty. I think I finally understand what you people are.
Indeed. Tell me what you've learned from the laws. What do you think we are?
You're vampires, or at least you follow their fictional traditions that I've read in comics.
Do you think I believe I can turn into a bat and fly away? Of course not. Do I cast my image in a mirror? Absolutely. Now, ask me if I believe these individuals from every corner of the wasteland need me to give them a sense of purpose and identity. I have shown these people the ways of the vampire. I've provided them shelter, organization, and a sense of belonging.
You do this by teaching them that they're mythical beings?
Now you disappoint me. You need to open your mind and think for a moment before you pass judgment. I have reined in their cravings and taught them to eat not of the flesh, but to drink of the blood. Most importantly, they have a family. A place where their quirks are tolerated and understood.
Well, again, that doesn't give me enough information. It doesn't tell me how your family works. I mean, you found each other, and that's great, I guess, but I still can't quite ascertain your food source, and that makes me uneasy. I've been searching for a young man named Ian West.
Ah, yes, my newest charge. What would you want with him?
I have a letter for him from his sister.
Then a part of his human family still remains? Even more of a reason he needs to remain in isolation. Ian is at a critical moment in his life right now. After all that occurred in Erifu, he is scared and confused. It would be ill-advised for me to allow you to speak to him while he decides what he wants to do.
Wait a minute, what happened to him?
Ian's hunger for flesh overwhelmed him. It drove him to kill his parents. Because of my intervention that night, he stopped just short of being lost forever to his cravings for flesh.
Are you telling me that Ian is a cannibal?
I am telling you, he will no longer be labeled as such. He has become one of us, a member of the family. The hunger that drives us must be kept in check. It is one of the most difficult things to teach. Ian lost control because no one was around to guide him. His own family was alien to him.
Wait, I was told he was there and let what happened to his parents happen. So if you're telling me he killed them, then you're presuming he was going to eat them. And that's why they had bite marks on them. Some of you sucked their blood, and you just assumed that he was going to eat them. So there remains the possibility that you're just pushing him into this way of life. I know from the terminals that you think there's some genealogical component to this, that it's a mutation, but it could just be behavioral. It could be an addiction that you can choose to stop. But I mean, even if that is the case, I still think it's better to reform cannibals than to just let them kill people for food out there. So I'm weirdly still okay with this, I guess? Again, it depends on how you source your food, but for now, look, this letter is all Ian has left of his old life. Just let me give it to him.
Your words impress me, human. Perhaps I misjudged you when we first met. If you wish to speak to Ian, you are free to do so. Here is the code to the area in which he is meditating.
Thank you. I've gotten that code from like 3 different people. Alright, open the door. Hey, Ian.
Huh? How'd you get in here?
They let me in.
What is it now? Huh? What do you want?
I've been looking for you.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm sure Evan King is pretty pissed right about now. I bet he has the entire town out looking for me. He's worse than my parents.
I think you probably already know this, Ian, but, your parents are dead.
You think I don't know that? You think I don't know what I did?
You seem awfully troubled, Ian. What did you do?
I killed them! My own parents! It was the fucking hunger. That thing that's haunted me my entire life. You must think I'm some sort of monster.
Wait, so you have felt the hunger, so Vance isn't pushing that on you. Look, maybe I can help you.
Help? How can you help? There's something inside me, something completely messed up. I'm a mutant, a fucking freak. The only person I was ever able to talk to was my sister Lucy, and she's gone. No one gives a shit about me except Vance and the family. Can't you understand that?
Look, I'm still not convinced there's a genealogical component to this, even though that's a possibility. It could just be that Vance and the others are just really good at spotting a fellow cannibal, or vampire, I guess I should say. But Ian, Lucy is alive, and she misses you.
She does? If she cared so much, why did she leave when she did? My parents would have never understood. They would have called me a freak and kicked me out. No, I'm sorry. Vance and the family are the only ones that could possibly understand what I'm going through.
Look, you must have had a really awful situation with your parents, and while I don't condone murder, I would be lying if I didn't say that there are people that I have killed because of what they have done to me. So I guess I'll refrain from judgment on that, but Lucy is going to be upset. Ian, you are a murderer and a cannibal, so I think it might be best if you do stay here with the family and try to curb that hunger and that murderous intent. I think that would be best for you and society, your potential victims.
Thank you for understanding. This place is all I've got, and I don't want to lose it. Would you speak to Vance for me? I still need some time alone before I'm ready to talk to anyone else.
All right.
I wanted to thank you one last time for what you've done for me. My brain feels like less of a mess now. I think I may be seeing clearly for the first time in years. Don't worry about me. I've been through a lot, but I think I'm going to be okay.
I know it's painful, but can we talk about what happened in Arafu?
It actually kind of makes me feel better to talk about it. Go ahead.
Why did you do what you did to your own parents?
I wish I could answer that. I really do. I don't even remember it happening. When the hunger takes over, it's like being pushed aside, like something else is controlling me. I can see what's happening, but can't close my eyes. I don't even remember exactly what happened until Vance knocked on the door.
Oh, so you blacked out when you killed them. I'm guessing you've had a history of this before? How did Vance know you were one of them?
That's the weird thing. He has some sort of crazy sixth sense about or something. Maybe all of our kind do. As soon as I was with the family, I really felt at home for the first time in my life. It's like all these people are my real brothers and sisters.
Okay, how did you end up leaving Arafu?
I don't remember how long I sat there on the floor staring at my parents' bodies. It seemed like days. I wanted to feed, to eat their flesh. But it was like a little bit of me was holding on. Then, out of nowhere, there was shouting outside and a knock at the door. I opened it, and it was Vance. He seemed to know exactly how I was feeling inside. He took me under his arm and we left. I never looked back.
Ah, so there was quite a big gap from when they died and when they were fed upon. That explains the state of the bodies. They did seem a bit decomposed. But I guess that means I should give Vance more credit. I saw the family's mark on the wall. What's up with that?
Vance told me later that he was basically covering for me and allowing the family to feed at the same time. Since my parents were already dead, they drank their blood and left the mark on the wall. He didn't want Evan to suspect that I had done it. The irony is they were stalking our town to feed anyway. It's almost like Vance knew this would happen.
That's interesting because it's an example of the family feeding without killing. But at the same time, it also seems like Vance could have prevented those deaths. Let's talk about something else, please.
Yeah, okay.
Would you mind if I asked about your unusual hunger?
I suppose not.
When did you first discover it?
I was about 10 years old, and I was playing with Lucy down under the overpass. We loved throwing rocks in the water. We saw some wastelander trying to break open the Brahmin pens and steal one of them, so I ran over and told him to stop. He just laughed and pushed me away. When I fell, suddenly my head started to hurt, and my eyes got all blurry. It was almost like I blacked out. Next thing I know, Lucy was pulling me off the guy. I had ripped his throat open with my teeth.
Wow, yeah, wasteland life is dangerous, but even that's a bit much. What did Lucy say she saw you do to that wastelander?
She said I, changed into another person, that I even glared at her and raised my arms like I was going to kill her. The wastelander took a swing at me with some kind of club. I turned around and jumped on him. I tore his throat open with my teeth. If he wouldn't have done that, Lucy may have been killed too. I just don't know.
Did you ever talk to your parents about it?
Lucy said Mom and Dad would never have understood. She told me to keep what I did a secret, and that she'd try and help me. Thanks to Lucy, she was able to stop that from ever happening again for years. Every time I'd feel the hunger, she'd hold on to me and not let go. After a while, the hunger almost seemed to go away until, well...
Oh wow, it seems like Lucy really understood that your parents wouldn't be understanding. Do you really believe in vampires?
I don't know, I really don't. I mean, I'm not totally dumb. I know they were in stories and all that. But who knows, maybe Vance is right and vampires were just people like us who learned to control their hunger and drink only blood. I mean, vampires are regarded as feared monsters instead of hunted animals like cannibals. Kinda makes sense.
I guess. That's an interesting theory. Alright. I'll go talk to Vance for you, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait, I have this letter from Lucy for you. Don't you want to read it?
Yeah, goodbye.
Wait, what? Am I supposed to tell her you just wouldn't read it? Okay, bye. I failed my one courier job. Great. The Divide would be so disappointed. Hey, Vance.
It appears we have a lot to speak about.
It appears so.
I trust your talk with young Ian went well. I am quite interested in learning the results of your discussion. Did he come to a decision?
Before I talk about Ian, there's still the matter of Arafu to discuss.
As long as you maintain this level of civility, please proceed.
I'm still uneasy with where you're sourcing your blood from. Here's an idea. How about blood preserved in blood packs? Could that provide what you need?
Many years ago, I survived by drinking from fresh blood packs I recovered from hospital ruins. The problem was that these blood packs were scarce. What do you propose?
Well, look, I know you could have prevented those murders, and you've kind of been harassing the town. You've been like vultures. So how about this? What if Arafu donates blood packs, and in exchange, you protect them? It's like mutual aid.
Agreed. Please, take this proposal to Arafu. Speak with them, and then return to me with their decision. I thank you for showing me that your kind can be trusted after all. It is a lesson I will not forget. Now, what of young Ian? Tell me his decision.
Well, thank you for agreeing to that. Ian's decided to stay with the family.
When you first arrived, I was suspicious of your intentions. I can see now it was an error in judgment. I can assure you Ian will be well cared for and safe with the family. Please, I want you to take this. Consider it as an apology to you for all the hardships you had to endure finding this place. Goodbye, human. Our time together has been rather educational. Hello.
Well, thank you. I admit that I probably didn't give you as much benefit of the doubt as you deserved. But I think overall this could work out great. So, bye. I think everyone will benefit from this deal. Alright, I gotta go kill those Mirelurks on my way out.
I wonder if the family will really work.
I still just can't
Sometimes,
believe we've got him
with all
back.
the troubles we have, it seems impossible to hold it together.
Oh, come on now, Vance. You're doing what's best for these people. If it wasn't for you, they'd be living in the wastes. Or dead.
You always have had a knack for making me feel better.
It's the least I can do, Vance. You give so much and rarely receive. I'm glad I'm here to help.
Well, I guess they're good for each other. They seem to be a really nice couple. Anyway, I'm gonna go back out to exploring. I gotta stop by Arafu again at some point. That's on my to-do list. But first, I gotta take care of those Mirelurks. Oh yeah, the Mirelurks are this way. The family must be having a hard time with the infestation. They said they wanted me to kill it with this jury-rigged sword. Fire sword, though? I can get behind that.
Heads up.
I don't like this, Mirelurks, but you're harassing the family. I'm not gonna enjoy this. Well, I guess thanks for taking care of the first one.
Take care of that.
Yep. What the fuck? There weren't even 5 Mirelurks down here. This is ridiculous. I can't even complete the ritual. Well, I guess I'll keep the sword at least. Alright, time for exploring. Oh, gotta be careful about the mines.